Making pasta with basil pesto, making tiramisu with zabak leon.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning, everyone, and welcome to the second day of UG Economic Faculty International Conference 2021, with the topic Digital Innovation, Seizing Opportunities and Minimizing Threats During and After the COVID-19 Pandemic. Allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Guntur Eka Saputra and my partner,
Asti Darmayanti, the master of ceremony of today's event. Before we proceed further, allow us to convey our greetings to His Excellency Mrs. Professor Dr. E.S. Margianti, SMM, Director of Universitas Gunadarma.
the Honorable Dr. Rafi Ahmad Salim, Vice Rector 1 of Universitas Gunadarma. The Honorable Mr. Toto Sugiharto, Insinyur PhD, Dean of Economics Faculty, Universitas Gunadarma, Indonesia.
The Honorable Mr. Saurabh Mittal, PhD, MPhil, MCA, from Fortune Institute of International Business, New Delhi.
The Honorable Dr. Imam Subawe, SAMM AKCA, as a Head of Accounting Study Program, Universitas Gunadarma.
The Honorable Professor Kirk Chang, BSc, PGCE, MSc, PhD, Director for the Center of Innovation, Management and Enterprise, Royal Dock School of Business and Law, University of East London, University Way, London, United Kingdom.
The Honorable Dr. Lana Solarto, the Conference Chair of the UGFIC 2021 Committee. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for us to meet and to welcome you all together in the UG Economic Faculty International Conference 2021 with the topic Digital Innovation, Seizing Opportunities and Minimizing Threats During and After the COVID-19 Pandemic, which is held online and following the safety health protocols.
This event is a collaborative event between Universitas Gunadarma, Bukhara State University, Uzbekistan, Tashkent State University of Economics, Uzbekistan, Plekhanov Russian University of Economics, Uzbekistan, and STIE Nusa Megar Kencana, Yogyakarta, Indonesia. This event is also sponsored by BPJS Ketenagakerjaan, Bank DKI, the Indonesian Insurance Institute AAMI, and Equity Life Indonesia. The conference is held in 2 consecutive days from 14 to 15 December 2021. The conference is already opened yesterday by the Rector of Universitas Gunadarma and 2 keynote speeches. And today, we will continue the agenda by having an insightful discussions with more speakers and panelists.
This conference is also broadcast live by UGTV. UGTV is the first community television in Indonesia that is broadcasted through digital channels and is owned by the Universitas Gunadarma. UGTV can be accessed worldwide through our streaming channel at www.tv.gunadarma.ac.id and www.ugtv.co.id. You can also enjoy our program through UGTV mobile application that is available in Play Store and App Store. The rebroadcasted program are also available at UGTV YouTube channel.
Excellencies, distinguished guest participants, ladies and gentlemen, the agenda of today's conference are Plenary Session 1, Parallel Session 1, Parallel Session 2, Plenary Session 2, Valedictory and Base Paper Award, and the closing remark by the Vice Rector 1 of Universitas Gunadarma.
Excellencies, participants, ladies and gentlemen, following the agenda, in the first plenary session, we will have 2 wonderful speakers here joining with us today, which are Dr. Imam Subawe, SAMM AKCA, as the head of the Accounting Study Program, Universitas Gunadarma, and Saurabh Mittal, PhD, MPhil, MCA, from Fortune Institute of International Business, New Delhi, India. And in this presentation, the speakers will be accompanied by our moderator, Mr. Dr. Teddy Oswari, and the session will be hosted by Dr. Matrisha Hermita, MC, Emicom. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please welcome Dr. Matrisha Hermita, MC, Emicom, Dr. Teddy Oswari, Dr. Imam Subawe, and Mr. Saurabh Mittal.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Excellencies, distinguished guest participant, ladies and gentlemen, UGTV viewer, welcome to the UG Economic Faculty International Conference entitled The Digital Innovation Seizing and Opportunities and Minimizing Threat During and After the COVID-19 Pandemic. I'm Matrisha Hermita, will be host this plenary session together with my partner here, yes, Mr. Teddy Oswari, that will be the moderator for this plenary session.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Pak Teddy, shall I call you Pak Teddy, right?
Yes.
So, could you introduce us who will be the speaker in this plenary session?
Okay, thank you, Ibu Dr. Matrisha Hermita. Hello, UGTV viewers, all participants, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. Now we start to plenary session 1, the second day's international conference, UG Economic Faculty. In the session 1, plenary session 1, we have two speakers. The first one is Dr. Imam Subawe, SAMM, AKCA. He is a head of accounting study program of Faculty of Economic, Universitas Gunadarma, Jakarta, Indonesia. And the second one, we have speakers is Dr. Saurabh Mittal, MPhil, MCA. He is from Boston University, Business, New Delhi, India. Before we include the presentation from the speakers, all speakers, the first one, the speaker is Dr. Imam Subawe, and we start to together. Let's see.
To know him, yeah.
Yes.
To know him a little bit more.
Yes, sure.
Through this, through the video that we already prepared, right?
Yes,
that's
right. Yeah.
So please, participant and also the UGTV viewer, we have one video regarding the profile of the first speaker. So please enjoy. Profile video for the first speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, and also the UGTV viewer, we just recently knowing about Dr. Imam Subawe, who will be the first speaker in this first plenary session of second days in Universitas Gunadarma Economic Faculty International Conference entitled Digital Innovation, Seizing Opportunities and Minimizing Threats During and After the COVID-19 Pandemic. So, Pak Teddy,
yes.
Why this will be so interesting discussion in this plenary?
Okay, thank you, Bu Dr. Matrisha. For Dr. Imam Subawe, a special theme, of course. She talked about changes the role of accountant in the digital era of the industrial revolution 4.0.
Change the role of accountant.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, especially.
We didn't expect that it will be replaced by the robot, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe he has thoughtful thinking or visionary things about this, the role of accountant.
Yeah,
so
sure.
please, Pak Teddy, maybe we can go through the directly to Pak Imam
Okay,
now.
thank you. Hello, Bapak Dr. Imam Subawe. Can you hear my voice?
Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Good morning, Pak Dr. Imam.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you for joining to this morning to give a material presentation about the special theme. Please, time is yours, Pak Dr. Imam Subawe.
Okay, the first let me to share my slideshow. Okay,
Yes, sure.
that is display. Okay. Okay, Your Excellency, Director of Universitas Gunadarma, Professor Dr. Mardianti SMM, the Honorable Mr. Toto Sugiarto PhD, Dean of the Faculty Economy, and also Honorable and good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the opportunity and time given to me on this occasion. I present a paper with the title Change Rule of the Accountant in Digital Area of the Industrial Revolution 4.0. I think this title is relevant to the main topic of our seminar because during the COVID pandemic, accountant will have to use technology in conducting daily product and service transaction. My agenda, I want to explain about the Industrial Revolution 4.0, the future of accountant and its function and how to respond to the future. In Industrial Revolution 4.0, we can start to Industrial Revolution 1.0. That the invention of the steam engine in the 18th century, which is used for the production process of crude. So the impacts of continuous the environmental pollution to the steam engine, fume, and others. Sorry. And Industrial Revolution 2.0 occurred at the beginning of the 20th century, marked by the discovery of electric power. Cars began to mass produce in the later 18th centuries. Yeah? The problem of time constant in the process of assembling of car that had to be carried out by the car assembler from start to finish was solved when the production line revolution image that used conveyor. This made the production process easier because it's no longer needed one person to assemble one car, because they are trained to become specialists who focus on taking care of only one. And the Industrial Revolution 3.0, humans still have important role in the production of goods until the Industrial Revolution 2.0. This change after the Industrial Revolution 3.0, the information age begin with the image of the machine that can move and think on their own. That's namely computer and robots. And now Industrial Revolution 4.0. This The term Industrial Revolution was first introduced at the Hanover Fair, April 8, 2011 by Professor Wolfgang W. She is director and CEO of the German Research Center of Artificial Intelligence. So in Industrial Revolution 4.0 was marked by the emergence of supercomputer, smart robots, driverless vehicle, cloud computing, big data system, genetic engineering, and development new technology that enables human to further optimizing brain function. This is the mega trend in Industrial Revolution 4.0. There are four mega trends in the area is invisible. The physical cluster, I mean, in the physical cluster, and there are digital and biological. In physical cluster, there are four mega trends in the area easily visible because of your nature, autonomous vehicle, 3D printing, advanced robotics, new material, and others. We know that the autonomous vehicle, the car without drivers, dominate the news, but there are other autonomous vehicle like trucks, drone, aircraft, or boats. Sensor and artificial intelligence provide this vehicle more and more autonomy and decision-making capacity. 3D printing, also called additive industry, 3D printing product objects layer by layer printing. This form of produce is opposite the startive in industry obtain objects by removing the material under desired sale. And advanced robot, until recently, the use of robots were confined to control tasks as the car industrial. Yeah? The rapid progress of robotics will also the integration of people and machine. Contrary to the past, when the robot were programmed through the autonomous control unit, today can remotely access huge amount data via cloud as well as connect to the other robots. And the last physical megatrend, new material, with feeders never imagine the new material will be soon in the market. In general, it will be lighter, resistant, adapted, and recyclable. In digital area, public use term that's called the Internet of Things, IoT, is a system of interrelated computing device, mechanical and digital machine, object, animal or people that provide with unique identifiers and the ability to transfer data over the network without requiring human to human or human to computer interaction. Okay, continue to what's main characters in industrial revolution. There are two main characters or characteristics in the fourth industrial revolution. The first is disruptive technology, and second is company size change. Disruptive technology, but present to quickly and rapidly that its process to giant industry. Yes, that this is trade for big industries. Yeah. And in this new era, the size, the company does not need to last, but the company must be agile in utilizing technology and information. The next, what's the focus industrial revolution 4.0? Short-term to markets, increase flexibility, boost efficiency, shorter innovation cycle, more complex products and larger volume of data. So if the public want to something to fulfill what they need, they can minimize cost, minimize time, and others. Increase feasibility or more individual mass production, volatile markets and high productivity, and boost efficiency, energy and resource efficiency is a factor critical competition. We can see the current model of what's economic stability in industrial revolution 4.0. The model of economic activity in the fourth industrial revolution that has changed people activities by the growth of the marketplace, sharing economy, smart appliance, and e-education. In the marketplace, almost all levels of society have used, for example, is Blibli, Shopee, Bukalapak, and others. Because this way, the public can save a lot of time and money in getting daily necessities. Like this in sharing economy, smart appliance, and e-education too. Besides that, the fourth industrial revolution gives trades and opportunity. Trade globally, the area of digital industrialization eliminate 1 to 1.5 billion jobs during 2015 to 2024 due to the replacement of human with machine. It's estimated that 65% of the world's primary school students will be working in the job that do not exist today. But the opportunity are the first. The digitalization has the potential to provide uh, an increase in the network speed up to 2.1 million jobs by 2025. There is potential to reduce carbon emission by up to 26 billion metric tons from industry. We can see in Indonesia, toko kelontong, toko kelontong or grocery stores will lose buyers if they don't use Tokopedia, maybe Shopee, Blibli, and others. Ojek, tukang ojek, ojek drivers won't get money customer if they don't use Gojek, for example. With the condition as described above, what about the accountant profession in the future? Okay, this is the age of digital disruption that is influenced to accountant profession. We can see that 65% of chief executive officers consider disruption be an opportunity, not threat for this business. I underline not threat for this business. 63% of sales says that chief financial officer will become more important in the next 3 years. 70% of the CEO says technology will have the greatest effect on the future role of the CFO, and 97% of the chief executive officer says attracting and retaining top finance talent is the most important contributing factor to improve the financial function. This is research of KPMG's global CEO outlook. Okay, we continue the concept of the value accountant roles. We know that in their daily activities, accountants have a role to in providing, analyzing, and communicating accounting and management information to users, both internal and external users. They must be able to guarantee the trust of the information and must also able to create added value for the information. In their daily activities, accountants have to role in providing, analyzing, and communicating accounting and management information to users, both internal and external users. They must be able to guarantee the trust of information and must be also be great added value for information. And as provider and analyst of accounting and management information, accountant must become trusted reporters and providing reliable information. Must be commercial analysts in providing information that has added value. As a communicator and accounting and management information, the accountant must be a controller in communicating reliable information and must be influencer in communicating information that has added value. So that is the hard role or hard duty for accountant. Okay, I skipped it as same. Okay, there are three scenario in the financial relationship with the accounting profession as chief financial officer. Scenario one, CFOs cease to exist. Cease to exist, replaced by the robots, and we don't want the scenario one to happen, even though it's probably will. Or we are accountant, the scenario 2 and 3 that we hope for realize. This is the scenario 1, chief financial officer role cease to exist. Based on survey by the University of Oxford in the UK and University in the US, asked 252 machine learning researchers to predict how artificial intelligence will progress. The answer, 50% chain of artificial intelligence outperforming human in all tasks by 2062. And 100% chain of artificial intelligence automating all human jobs by 2137. This is dangerous for accountant. Okay, we can watch the condition if the scenario ones realize. Technological advancement in all have been rapid, causing some to high risk as the next meeting or even a big threat for humanity. Scenario 2, this is the new illustrate, the news illustrate that the chief in the role of accountant. Accountant can become part-time chief financial officer, become a freelance finance chief, and can also establish virtual chief financial operation organization, person or individual or organization. And the scenario 3, that chief financial officer are relevant and influence using augmented intelligence. That's it's so that not all business activities can be automated with the help of robots, it still requires the involvement of human using augmented intelligence. Okay, how we accountant face the prediction. Sorry, the first final service have to invest in digital skill development, implementing a new technology prototype, and learning by doing. Education based on international certification and digital skill, not enough to get local certification. Responsive to industry, business, and technological development, and for education, curriculum can and learning based on human digital skill. There are advice from Barrett and Chris, that's November-December International Edition of Accounting and Business Magazine. There are 4 steps in facing the industrial revolution. The first, awareness. Second, education. Third, professional development. And the fourth, reaching out. I want to explain that awareness. Accountant become aware of the development of the industrial revolution 4.0 by looking at the opportunities that arise. Many new business exist, realizing the potential for development that exists. For example, in Germany, 80% of companies have an industrial revolution 4.0 agenda. China has 60% building knowledge, and most countries are already in the early stage of information dissemination, including Indonesia. How in education?
Hello, Bapak Dr. Imam.
Hello.
Yeah, it's time is up for your presentation, Pak Dr. Imam. We immediately enter for question and answer. It's okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Pak Dr. Imam. Yes, Bu Matisha.
Yeah, such an interesting topic to be discussed, Pak Teddy.
Yes.
You know that the digitalization is the situation that we already face now, and highlighted from his presentation, Dr. Imam presentation, that we have to invest.
Invest, yes, right.
Yeah, in digital skill or digital things, you know.
Yes, right.
It's not only about how we can make a accountant journal or something,
Recording
but how we
in
can
progress.
the digital innovation regarding
right.
our role in the accountant.
Yes, so we can look about...
or do you have any point of view, or
yes,
maybe you have a question that will address to Dr. Imam?
Yes,
So please,
thank you, Bu Dr. Matisha. Pak Dr. Imam, about the interesting topics and also presentation is one question about the talk about professional development. I think what's kind the directly impact for the accountant organization. Can you give answer for Dr. Imam?
Okay.
Yes. What kind directly impact for the accountant organization about professional development in accountants?
I'm sorry, this is the option in my... Okay, sorry, can you replay what's your question?
Yes, focus for the professional development give the directly impact. what can directly impact for the accountant organizational?
Okay. Which development accountant performance competency and others it makes accountant can fulfill any
Nggak ada pertanyaan, Bu?
opportunity in industry. So they are enrolled as analyst in partner in industry to make policy in strategy policy, not as a clerical accounting activity.
Okay, thank you so much, Pak Dr. Imam. It's the special time, I think, is the big motivation, also solution for the accountant organization also.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, you are welcome.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Imam, for such an interesting discussion and also insight regarding the role of accountant in the digital era. So, Pak Dr. Teddy, before we move to the second speaker for in this first plenary in the second day of Universitas Gunadarma Economic Faculty International Conference. So maybe you can tell us a little more about the second speaker. But before you introduce the second speaker, maybe we have to break a little bit more. So please, ladies and gentlemen, and then also UGTV viewer, we will coming back to listen to the second speaker after this short break, please. Yeah, UGTV viewer and also all of the participants in the UG Economic Faculty International Conference, we move along to the second speaker in this first plenary session. So, Pak Dr. Teddy, who will be the second speaker?
Yes, thank you, Bu Dr. Matisha.
Yes.
The UGTV viewers, the second speaker is Dr. Saurat Mittal, MPhil, MCA. She is a researcher also, lecturer from the Fortune Institute of International Business, New Delhi, India. Before the Dr. Saurat Mittal give the presentation material, maybe we can see together about the curriculum vitae. Yeah, UGTV viewers, we can directly to contact the Dr. Saurat Mittal, Bu Matisha. The Dr. Saurat Mittal give the presentation about the special topic also from the performance analysis of mobile marketing campaigns.
Wow, mobile marketing campaign. Yeah, wow, it's just interesting as well. So maybe Pak Teddy, you can.
Yes. Okay, UGTV viewers, I can sapa the Dr. Saurat Mittal. Hello, Dr. Saurat Mittal, can you hear my voice? Good morning.
Yes, you're
Dr.
audible to me. Good morning.
Okay, long time no see you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's time for you to give a presentation material about the performance analysis of mobile marketing campaigns. You have time 20 minutes. Please, time is yours.
Sure. Thank you very much, Dr. Teddy, and all the organizing team of this unique conference. So, let me start with my discussion. I'm going to present to you one research that I have conducted on mobile marketing. So, the research objective for was to identify the key performance indicators for successful mobile marketing campaigns in India and the world also. Because my research respondents that was from India majorly, so my framework and the research outcomes that is more applicable in India, and because India and Indonesia they are having identical type of economic growth and the socio-economic factors that I could see in my last three visits to Indonesia. So the framework is quite applicable, and I hope some of the researchers from Indonesia will uh, be happy to do the research in a similar dimension. Next research objective was to design a comprehensive framework for performance analysis of mobile marketing campaigns and then empirically testing of that framework. So before we move ahead with the research part, let me share some of the important aspects of mobile marketing. So mobile marketing concept, it has been into existence for more than 20 years, but initially it was more about SMS marketing and over the call marketing. But because of the latest developments that have happened in the last 2 decades in the hardware, software, networking, so lots of new features have been added to the mobile phones. Now we are talking about the multimedia features, audio video streaming, and we are now gearing up for the 5G services, which is going to provide you high quality video streaming. So these are some dimensions because of which mobile marketing is now catching up like anything. As I said, that SMS and email have been the traditional form of mobile marketing, but now we are now talking about many more channels which are being provided by mobile phones. So in 2008, it was iPhone, that Apple company that started the App Store. So lots of mobile applications that came into existence, and these mobile apps that have given a new opportunity to the marketers to take their products to their target audience. So here we can see the great rise in the number of smartphone users from 2016 to 2021 and the projection to 2026. So you can see there has been a steady rise. So it was 3,668 million mobile phone users. So which has now grown like 6,378 million mobile users, smartphone users. So this number is almost reaching to the population of the world or of this planet. Around 3/4 of the population is already having a smartphone. So this smartphone presenting a unique opportunity that I'm going to discuss about. So this is one more interesting data I am going to share with you. That is the global ad spend by channel between 2019 and 2022. So you can see that digital platforms that have actually seen a great boost. So you can see that 42.9% that was the actual share of digital platforms in the advertisement spend. So in 2021, it was forecasted to take like 50%, and in 2022, it is talking about 51.5%. So this digital marketing platform that is now having both laptops and desktops and the mobile phones, right? So the mobile marketing is having a great share now. So we cannot ignore this important channel when we are talking about the digital marketing as a trend. Here again, we can see the digital ad spend is going to change between 2019 to 2004. So lots of companies are now investing heavily into the digital platforms. So you can see in 2019, it was projected to be like 51%, and in 2024, it is projected to reach to 67.8%. So that will be the 67.8% of the total media ad spending that is being done by the companies worldwide, I would say. It is not only for India, but it is worldwide data. So, dear friends, these are the mobile marketing channels that we people have been using. Content marketing, so mobile website, mobile blogs, then content marketing with the help of mobile apps. Lots of companies are having their own mobile apps for taking the latest information to the audience. Social media marketing, I hope you all agree that we are using Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. Like 80% of the time, we are using the mobile phone. There are certain features of mobile phones which are actually enabling the 24 by 7 connectivity. Whenever we are traveling, whenever we are in, even in the small break period, we will simply pop out a mobile phone and check what is happening on Instagram, or which particular restaurant my friend is enjoying a party. Similarly, search engine marketing, lots of searches that we people used to do on Google or Yahoo, that has also shifted to mobile marketing. So lots of companies are putting their advertisement which are dedicated for mobile channels, because that is location sensitive advertisement. Then we are talking about the display marketing. So whenever you are watching a video, so within on YouTube, so you are checking those mobile advertisements and video advertisement which are coming up in between. Similarly, in your social media, or when you are opening any uh, news application in India, we are having Times of India mobile app that is very popular. But similarly, I hope there are important mobile applications for news broadcasting in Indonesia and other countries as well. So that is also one great channel for display marketing. SMS marketing and email. SMS has been traditionally dedicated to mobile phones itself. And in case of email marketing, I can share with you that 80 to 90% of the time we are checking our emails on mobile phone itself. So mobile is having all these 7 major channels that I have identified. So there are certain issues that I found in the performance analysis of mobile marketing campaigns, because many companies, they are having multiple campaigns running in parallel. So how do they uh, reach that particular objective, and how do they assess what is the level of achievement of those objectives? That remains a challenge. For the traditional marketing campaigns, there are various models available. For example, AIDA model is there, AIDA, that is attention, interest, desire, and action. And then there are several other models which are existing. But for the mobile marketing, I did not find any effectiveness model that is available in the market. Yes, one model that was developed uh, for digital marketing platform, that was AISDALSLOVE, that is ISDA's love model, that was more focused on social media and search engine marketing. But for the mobile marketing, I could not find any dedicated model for performance analysis. That's how I started with my journey of this research. So these are the applications of IDA model in internet and mobile marketing. So some of the researchers have used the IDA model. So I thought of starting with this model itself. So starting from 2001 to 2014, I have put up these researches that have been done on mobile marketing and internet marketing with IDA. So friends, with the help of lots of literature that has been already published for marketing campaigns, I was able to identify the major marketing objectives. That is brand awareness, customer engagement, marketing reach expansion, lead generation, perceived quality, customer response and reactions, customer acquisition, lead management and nurturing, final sales, return on investment, customer value, customer retention and loyalty, thought leadership, innovation, or competitors' actions, and the marketing partner and outside salespeople feedback. So these are the 15 marketing objectives that I identified with the help of literature review. Next stage that I conducted, that was for finding out what are the major platforms for mobile marketing. So these are the platforms for web analytics and social media, search engine, display marketing, SMS, and email marketing that have been used world over. So you can see Google Analytics, Alexa, PageRank, and similarly Sprout Social, Sife, Google Analytics again, Hootsuite, Google AdWords, AdMob, AirPush, Flurry, Drip, TextMagic, MailChimp. These are the important platforms that are being used by the marketers. Why I studied these platforms? The purpose was to identify what are the important variables or the metrics which are available. which metrics we are using for assessing the effectiveness of my mobile marketing campaign, because that is my agenda, performance analysis of mobile marketing campaign. So which particular variables data I should connect. So these are the 33 variables, friends, that I identified. Micro conversion rate, blog activity, bounce rate. I hope you are all aware with these terms of digital marketing: delivery rate, click-through rate, cost per visitor, return on investment, revenue per visitor, ranking, live chat query, how many queries we are generating on a website, referral, search engine ranking, technical performance of my mobile app, total conversions, traffic source, total users of a particular app, and then user activity on a particular website or a mobile app, how many pages they are opening and how many subscriptions they are doing, what kind of visitor profile we are getting. So these are all 33 metrics that I identified for mobile marketing campaigns. So the research gap that was again to develop some framework through which I will be able to help the mobile marketers in assessing the effectiveness of their campaigns. So I was talking about the important metrics, and we have here developed a framework for performance analysis. So population in the study. So all the marketers who are working in digital marketing, they are also using mobile phones or the smartphones as a channel for delivering their content. So they are actually my population under study. So the organizations which are running mobile marketing campaign form the universe of my study, and then all the marketers, they are also part of that population. So for identifying the right population and the sample, what I did, I went to LinkedIn account, which is quite exhaustive, and I found that with the search of digital marketing, I could find 654,000 people who are having digital marketing and social media marketing as their profile keyword. Within that, I tried to further squeeze my population size. So I searched only for mobile marketing. So I could find that 178,000 people on LinkedIn, they were having mobile marketing as their skill set. So that is actually my population. So for sampling, I had not direct access to all these hundreds of thousands of mobile marketers. So what I did, I have my LinkedIn account, which is having more than 5,200 people. So out of which 878 people were there having digital marketing knowledge. So their skill set was with digital marketing. So I approached all these 876 marketers, and after follow up, 358 responses were received, out of which 8 were not valid. So I had to drop them. So 350 people have been considered for this research. I've taken their feedback about their mobile marketing objectives and what are the major metrics that they are interested in. Because there are 15 objectives that I identified with the help of literature review. So I found that these 15 objectives, they might have some overlapping with each other. So some dimensionality reduction was required. And I wanted to have all those variables which are having maximizing the variance and they are uncorrelated with each other. So that's why I went for principal component analysis. That is important tool for within factor analysis. It is an important tool for reducing the dimensionality of your data. So loading of factor is done to find out the change in the value and variances. So this was the initial mapping that I did for performance parameters with the marketing objectives. So for the 15 objectives, we identified which are the important parameters. So friends, on the basis of my literature review, I found that not only attention, interest, desire, and action, there are two more dimensions, that is customer retention and loyalty and other stakeholders response, which is important for mobile marketing. So that was the proposed 6 different stages, which are important for mobile marketing campaigns. So I have further elaborated on customer retention and loyalty. because mobile platforms are providing you opportunity for customer retention and loyalty. You can see there are lots of websites and email bounce rates which can be used for checking whether the customer is happy to remain with your company or not, whether they are loyal to your brand or not. On social media also, on the blogs also, we are able to assess which are the customers which are loyal, which are having a high probability of retaining with your brand. Similarly, mobile phones are having a great opportunity where you can give the reward points. So gamification you can include into your marketing campaigns to keep your customers loyal, and you can have their status upgrade also, and the social recognitions can also be done. So this is one more additional layer to the IDA model that we have proposed for mobile marketing, that is customer retention and loyalty, and one more layer that is other stakeholders response, which is relevant to mobile marketing that I found, because on mobile marketing channels we can actually check what my competitors are doing and how well their campaigns are running. I can compare the performance of my competitors mobile application and my own mobile application and the website as well. So what kind of new content they're generating on their social media, I can keep a track on it. So innovation, thought leadership, that can also be checked with the help of mobile marketing. So, friends, we are having now not only four layers of four stages of IDA model, but we are talking about the six different stages: attention, interest, desire, action, and then customer retention, loyalty, and the other stakeholders response. So these are the six different stages that we identified, and I found that this attention is having a close relationship with the marketing objectives, brand awareness, customer engagement, marketing reach expansion. Similarly, these are the 15 objectives and the six stages. So this kind of relationship I identified, and these are the platforms that we are working upon, and these are the 33 metrics. So this is the outcome of my study of various platforms, and lots of literature that I did for this research. So this is the proposed framework. So for mobile marketing performance analysis,
Hello,
these are the
Dr.
six major
Sarmita.
stages. Yeah, please.
Yes, you still have 3 minutes, please.
Okay, okay. I'll just finish. So these are the mobile marketing metrics that we have to identify for different objectives. So that is a proposed framework, friends. So this is the square factor loading that I did for PCA. So for the 15 objectives, I found that six new factors can be created, which are explaining 86% of the variance in my data set. So these six new factors, they are actually having the loadings similar to what I did discuss just now. So these three major objectives, they are connecting with attention. These three are connecting with interest and so on. So that reliability testing was also done with the help of Cronbeck Alpha. So the data seems to be quite reliable. My loadings are quite reliable now on the basis of this data. And after that, we did the Pearson correlation between the marketing objectives and the marketing metrics. So the yellow ones, these are the highly correlated metrics for a particular objective. On the basis of these 15 different objectives and 33 metrics and the highest correlation, I was able to develop this framework. I'm going to share with you. These are the Pearson correlation metrics that you can see here. And this is the final framework that I have prepared. For mobile marketing performance analysis, attention is having like these metrics which are important for the marketers. So the lighter background metrics, they are the most important one, and the darker one, they are the other metrics which are also important but not so important. As I was talking about high correlation. So depending on the high correlation, these white background metrics have been identified for a particular marketing objective. So here we have only the most important metrics that are important for mobile marketing performance measurement. So the six different stages of marketing, these are the metrics that a marketer needs to focus upon. So friends, with this I come to the conclusion of my research that the campaign that you have launched for your company, you have to keep check on the various metrics, how that campaign is performing, and you have to quickly respond from your side. So the marketers can use this framework while selecting the mobile marketing platforms for their campaigns. And the framework that has been used, that has been brought out from this research, that can be referred for optimizing, including the cost, effort, and investment and time for the best results for the organization. Thank you for your kind attention and time. So I am now open for your questions and queries.
Okay, thank you so much the interesting presentation material and give many insight for the all participants and UGTV viewers. Dr. Asor Metal, there is one question from Bu Desi Pujiati from Universitas Gunadarma with the chat Zoom. The question is, challenge in the mobile marketing campaigns are related to privacy issue regarding how the data collected by mobile device is used. Because nowadays a lot of data is misused as well as identified thereof to send spam. It is a fall into the wrong hand poor security. How do companies and mobile banking users respond to this?
Okay, so that is a very, very important aspect that that has been raised in this question about the data security and data privacy. Especially when I'm talking about the social media platforms, we are sharing our day-to-day activities over there, and my family, my finance data, my holidays, everything is being shared on the mobile platform. So, dear friends, as you can see that these companies are having their own terms and conditions that have been shared when we are creating an account. So we should be very careful about it because they are taking our permission. When you are installing a mobile app, they are taking an exclusive permission from you to share your contact details and your photographs and your gallery. So we have to be careful about it. We should install only those mobile applications which are credible, which are having high rankings. So unknown mobile apps should not be installed on the mobile phones. Secondly, when the companies like Google or Facebook, they are giving us free services, so they are actually getting hold of our data and they are presenting advertisements to us. So I believe that these companies are not directly selling my data to anyone else, but they are using that data for sharing the mobile advertisement content with us, right? And the banking system, the banks are not sharing your data directly, but yes, there is a risk that some of the employees within the bank, they might be leaking your data to the other companies. So that is the only reason the cyber crimes are happening around the world, and the trend is increasing despite lots of measures that have been taken. So there are ethical practices that have to be followed by big companies, and small companies, we should be careful. That is the only way out.
Okay, thank you so much. The good answer for the Bu Desi Pujati. Okay, the UGTV viewers, I think the time is up about the plenary session 1, on the second days international conference, UG Economic Faculty. Bu Dr. Matisa is right.
Yeah, this plenary is so interesting because it is related. Yeah, it's very relevant to our current condition now. But unfortunately, the time constraint is not allow us to discuss more about this topic. But lucky we still have another plenary session this afternoon, right?
Yes. Okay.
But before we continue to the second plenary session, we still have two parallel sessions. Yes, in between the first and the second plenary.
That's right.
Okay, so Pak Dr. Teddy, thank you so much for your moderating this plenary session, and also thank you so much for our speaker, Bapak Dr. Imam Subawah and also Dr. Saural Mittal. Thank you for your insight and also the presentation, knowledge, sharing everything. your research in this
Thank you.
plenary
Thank you,
session.
everyone. And
Yeah, thank you.
thanks for the great opportunity. Thanks
Yeah.
from India.
Okay, see you.
See
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Saura. Then Pak Teddy,
Yes,
please, before we proceed to the next agenda, that will be the parallel session, I will hand this event to our, what we call it, spectacular master of ceremony.
Yes, sure.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and also UGTV viewer, we still have the continuance of the session. But before I will pass this event to, I will pass this floor to Ibu Dr. Asti Darmayanti and also Bapak Guntur Eka Saputra. So please.
Excellencies, participants, ladies and gentlemen, we just listened a very interesting session in the first plenary session. We thank you, and please give a round of applause once again to Mr. Sarab Mittal, PhD, Dr. Imam Subawe, Dr. Matrisha Hermita, and of course, Dr. Teddy Oswari.
Excellencies, distinguished guest participants, ladies and gentlemen, now that the first plenary session has ended, we will moving on to our second agenda, which is the first parallel session. And there are 59 presenters from 7 countries joining our conference today. And these presenters will be divided into 5 breakout rooms, which are?
And the room 1 is digital marketing and digital economy and business model. And the room number 2, behavior, finance and insurance. Room number 3, Sharia economic. Room number 4, digital accounting and tax. And room number 5, environmental economic and economic.
And I would like to inform that all presenters can join the room based on the distribution of the breakout rooms. And the information regarding the topics and breakout rooms are also available in the program book that already distributed by the committee. And the participants can also join in the selected rooms based on your interest. And please refer to the information provided at the program book as well. And if any of the participants having any difficulties in joining the breakout rooms, please do not hesitate to contact our technical assistants in the main room so that they can assist you to the related room that you want to join. And lastly, we wish all the speakers, panelists, and participants a good luck for the parallel session. And see you again in the second plenary session this afternoon. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.